What is going on, guys? How's it going today? Welcome back to another flipping video, or not even a video, guys. It's a live stream. I'm a little bit off the rails today. Welcome, everybody. Hopefully, you guys are doing well today. Of course, working with the 2,140,000,000 GP cash stack today. We're going to see how the markets are. I mean, we saw a big crash yesterday, followed by a slight recovery in a lot of these PVM-related items. So I'm interested to see how the economy looks today and how we can actually take advantage of it. And I've been watching the item prices the past couple of minutes before the stream has started, and I see a lot of stuff looking very stable or just having non-existent margins. So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen here. The market might be getting a little bit stagnant, although I know that the past few days, the margins have been very, very good, and we have been able to make a fair bit of money on the markets themselves. We have Will Pratt saying, let's go. Good to see you, Will Pratt. Thank you for tuning in today. Sebastian Farlow saying, yo, and Mark Baker also saying, yo. Welcome, everybody, to the stream today. Coca Bruce saying, how are you today? I'm doing very well. Thank you, Coco. Coca Brew, not Coco. Best of luck, brother, says Sebastian. Thank you. Now, we're going to dive right into it today with the flips. And the first item we're actually going to rotate into is the Twisted Bow. Now, currently, I'm not seeing the sell price on the Twisted Bow updating. So I'm actually going to assume that the Twisted Bow is about to come down in price. And I have a feeling it could be relatively significant. So we're actually going to put our listing fairly low until we actually see a price update. And then we'll adjust accordingly to take advantage of that. Now, I do have a decent margin on the Elysian right now, but I'm not really sure we should try the Elysian. I'm a little bit afraid to do it, but you know what? We always like to live on the edge on these streams, so maybe we'll give it a shot here. Let me take a look at the actual price graph, though, on the Elysian Spirit Shield, because I don't want to actually enter the Elysian Spirit Shield flip at too high of a price, you know what I mean? And if we do that, we'll be in a very bad spot, right? So it's looking incredibly stable right now. It is slowly downtrending, so I'm not exactly sure where I want to list this. We'll go slightly underneath the margin. I mean, ever so slightly, that we are basically going to perform an active flip on it. That only does leave us with 372 mil to work with, though, so that is a little bit of an issue. Let's go ahead and put that into the Dragon Hunter Lances, which is going to be our third item we're going to list here today. And the Dragon Hunter Lances actually have had great margins these past few days. I know a lot of this medium level gear has actually had pretty good margins these past few days, right? So let's take advantage of that. We're going to go ahead and flip potentially 6 of these Dragon Hunter Lances. We're going to let them do their thing. We still have 54 mil left to go ahead and flip. And let's do maybe... Man... the Imbued Hearts, we could try these Imbued Hearts. Now, I don't know if the Imbued Hearts are actually going to work out. These past couple of streams, when we have tried the Imbued Hearts, they've been very, very, non-cooperative, I think is the best way to say it. We list them on the exchange, we try to get a good deal on them, and the price just runs away from us every single time. So we'll list 2 of the Imbued Hearts, and we'll let that do its thing. And right now, we're just going to monitor the prices, see when we're going to get some price updates on that Twisted Bow and the Elysian. Those are my top 2 prized items I'm looking at right now. And the Scythe is looking okay as well, but the Scythe is sort of in the same situation as the Elysian Spirit Shield, where I'm not really seeing a lot of price updates on that. Not a lot of price updates regardless of the item we're trying to get into today. Now we have Metal Detective saying hello. Good to see you, Metal Detective. Thank you for tuning in today. We have Keith Rowley saying hello from the Isle of Man. Good to see you, Keith. Thank you for tuning in, bro. He says, what vids are upcoming, says Coca Brew. Well, I do have a little bit of an announcement. Remind me later to actually post it in the stream or like talk about it in the stream, right? I don't want to forget to talk about it today because it is some bad news, but it's also some good news. So be sure to remind me, man. I don't want to forget to mention the announcement. Hello from Southwest England. Good to see you, Sebastian. That's freaking sick, man. Never been to Southwest England myself. I have a McDonald's delivery on the way, and I have quite a few beers, so I'm very excited. I'm a little bit jealous. I don't really drink during the week, but come those Friday streams, man, I like to crack the can and get into some flips, dude. Some Nerd says stonks. Good to see you, Some Nerd. We also have OSRS Kluska saying, good day, Scape. I'm in a bit of a predicament and would like to ask your input. Give it to me, man. I will give you, hopefully it's RuneScape related, but if you need life advice as well, I guess I can be your personal life coach here. but I can't guarantee my results on that one, you know what I mean? I guess I can't guarantee my results with flipping either, but anyway, if you guys are enjoying the stream today, please drop a like, guys. It really helps me out a lot, and we already have 5 likes, which is incredible. I'm trying to get maybe 20 likes today. If we can get to 20 likes, we will be well beyond our goal here, so please smack that like button. It really does help me out a lot. And yeah, let's keep going here. Still no price updates on that Elysian or the Twisted Bow, which is really what I'm looking for right now, and we haven't bought any of the Dragon Hunter Lances yet either, so we're actually going to rotate into those as well at a much higher price. Now, I want to play the Dragon Hunter Lance fairly aggressive because it does look like it is a little bit bullish right now. So, and unfortunately, as soon as I said that, the price is updated and the margin is non-existent. Feels bad, man. Now, we have Hunter Elmore saying, "What's up, Scapenomics? Good to see you, Hunter. Be sure to drop a like, man. Do appreciate it." We have Rage Ryer saying, "We're getting to 20 likes today. I hope so, man." And Rage wishing me a nice afternoon as well. Great to see you, Rage, with the beer cheers. Do appreciate that. I see that Queen Saraha was back in action as well. I saw that he did go live yesterday. Unfortunately, I did miss his stream, but it's always an honor to have him back on the flipping grind. So glad that he is back as well. And can't wait to see some of his content that he puts out. Now, let's do the Armadillo chain skirt. You know, it's a little bit funky, right? Because I have seen that in our Discord group, by the way, link in the description below to that if you want to learn more about flipping off these streams, but a lot of people in the Discord were just tearing it up today from a profit standpoint, and honestly, I want a little bit of piece of that pie today myself. Now, if you guys didn't know, I really only flip on these streams. Occasionally, I will do overnight flips and stuff like that, but I've just been mad busy recently to where I haven't really been flipping too much off stream, so it's a little bit unfortunate. I'm hoping to get more into it here, you know, as the days go on, but it's just not that easy for me at this point in time. But we are doing our best. At least we're continuing the live streams at this point. And please, guys, do not forget me. Once we get to like the 30-minute mark, guys, please remind me to talk about the announcement that I want to bring up today, because it's quite important and it's going to affect the channel. So please remind me. Also Sierra, wow, Sebastian says, OGs will remember Sierra too, but wow, dude, it's been a while since I've been called Sierra, man, that's crazy. I love your energy, man. I had a bad day, and coming here and seeing your vibe is helping a lot. Dude, Sebastian, man, look, we're gonna light up the Grand Exchange, man. We're gonna change those emotions around. Sit back, crack another beer, man. Enjoy that McDonald's. Let's crush it today, dude. And we have Kokabrew saying, "What is your dream job?" You know, I honestly don't think that or YouTube is really my dream job, but like esports commentator would be amazing if I could do something like that. I don't know if I would love it forever, but I would like to do some kind of commentary. I find it really fun. I don't know. I like to voice over things, and that's kind of why I have this channel. The reason we do flipping specifically is just because I'm good at it. I've done it for a while, and I kind of have I'm not the best flipper. Like, people in the Discord are better than me, but I do know how to teach it very well, and I enjoy doing so. So that's why I've basically been doing it for as long as I have. Now, we're actually going to swipe out of the Elysian Spirit Shield into the Scythe of Etur. I do want to try to get one of these flipped, and we just got a nice price update on that scythe as well, which gives me confidence we are looking at an accurate margin here, which is great. So we're going to go in and flip the scythe. I don't think the first one we flip is going to be for a huge profit, but at least we'll get something going here, and we'll start to hop on that the Scythe of Etur margin. And looks like we already bought one, which is not a great sign, but that's not the end of the world. Let's turn this around for a kind of a small profit, to be quite honest, but as long as we make a profit, I'm not going to be upset. And the Imbued Hearts as well, let's get those off for a decent margin here as well. What do we buy those for? That's actually a really bad margin, but that's fine. Best OSRS YouTuber for real. Thank you, man. I do appreciate that. I feel like my content is boring, but it is useful content. It was good to see his return yesterday. He's got something in the works, including a concrete streaming schedule. Freaking love it, man. Just made 450k on the Lance. Ooh, did much better than me. What do you think of Leagues 3 coming later in the year, says Rage Virus? Look, personally, I like when we have leagues, not because I actually like the Leagues 3 or Leagues 2, whatever it is, okay? I don't exactly like that style of gameplay, but I do like it because less people are playing the main game, and it makes margins on the main game extremely large, right? So there's less competition, margins are going to be larger, and it just feels good all around. So I do like when people go focus on leagues. It gives me some better opportunities. Saints fan in van says, let's get some bows and smack them around. Dude, I'm trying, man, but I can't get an accurate read on a twisted bow for the life of me today. So we're actually going to rotate a little bit upwards on the price on those. Not too much. We're still well beneath the margin, but the twisted bow margin was ripping before the stream, and then it got extremely stable. So what I'm thinking is going to happen is probably what happened was someone bought a bunch of twisted bows and pumped up the price a little bit, because it did go on a pretty big price run earlier here today. And what I'm thinking they're doing is they're buying back in at this 915 mil price point, and they're just trading a very small margin to cycle out the supply of twisted bows that they have. That is my guess. So once they start liquidating a few of those, I do imagine that the price will come back down, and we're just going to watch for that. We're going to make sure we pick up on that if that happens to be the case. I can't think of any ways to make money off this update. I was killing Abbey Demons on task and made 4k each off the ashes. Well, oh, wait, which update? I don't know exactly what update you're referring to. The JCP World says, are items still crashing? Yes, they are still crashing. The crash actually got worse, which is kind of what I predicted, but not really. I thought like it might continue down, but we are still going down. So again, if you haven't bought your items yet, it might be an even better time to buy an item if you are going to use it for long-term PVM. I would say that for basically anything besides the twisted bow. The twisted bow is up in the air, right? Because we do have these range changes coming. The twisted bow could rip again if the changes get changed even more, or it could crash even further if the changes become more significant. It really depends, right? We have to really see this meta get released, and then once it gets released, we'll have, you know, OSRS content creators and really experienced players making their opinions on this new range meta, and if the twisted bow is better or worse. But yeah, just thought I'd put my input in there as well. Now, I'm seeing a really good margin on these Ancestral robe sets. I'm not convinced we're actually going to be able to fill it, but I do actually want to give these a rip if we can do it. We instantly bought one as well, which is a little bit surprising here. We're actually going to leave that next offer in there and try to get another one. I do think we might have some influence over this margin right now, which is a really great sign. Like, this could be, if this sells, that's going to be a bank flip, guys. It really is. But who knows if we're going to be able to do it. Don't forget the announcement. I won't, Sebastian. I want to get to, like, halfway through the stream before I make the announcement, so we have a little bit more people in here and ready to get into it. Oh, a Kingdom Divided. Well, that's not really a very significant update in my eyes. Just a quest, right? So I don't see anything major about that. It's like, for example, not like any major money-making opportunities off that, in my opinion. We got to watch this twisted bow margin very closely. It is starting to rotate downward a little bit. Nothing too aggressive as we speak here, but it is something we do want to keep an eye on. Ranger Boots looking at a really good margin as well. We also have Light Up the L entering the chat. He says, yo, how have you been, man? Good to see you, Light Up the L. Do appreciate you popping in today. Haven't seen you in a while. It's always good to have you pop in, stop by, and say what is up. And I'm trying to get some stuff going here. You know, the Arcade Spirit Shields were looking decent, but they just got a margin update, and they're not as good as I thought. And we still haven't got the Scythe off yet, so that's not great. We'll actually take a smaller margin on this. This stinks, man, because we were looking at some amazing margins on these top tier items right before the stream started, and then, like, as soon as it started, all the margins just started trading very, very tight. So it is a little bit unfortunate. We are trying to get in on that twisted bow so we can smack it around a little bit and make some profit, but we'll see. Saints fan says, holy, when did the Lance get to 53 million? There's been a lot of crashes, man. We'll put it that way. Anyway, guys, if you are enjoying the stream today, do drop a like. Really does help me out a lot. We're trying to make some profit here today on the live stream, but of course we always are. Now, I'm actually going to let these Armadillo chain skirts sit for a little bit longer, and we'll see if we can get a bank flip on those, man. We have Kluska saying, I bought a twisted bow when it was uptrending hard last night for 934 million. Then someone bought one for 920, and I tried to get rid of it, but it didn't in time. Would you take the loss at the current price? Oh. I personally, I do not think I would. I do not think I would take the loss, and here is my reasoning behind that. Look at how aggressive the crashes and the price runs have been recently. Right now, we're seeing a very stable price on the Twisted Bow, like this last day, I would say. It is starting to stabilize a little bit here, and I can't imagine the Twisted Bow is going to go too far down in price. Now, I am not an OSRS meta expert, but I can't, does Jagex really want to make the Twisted Bow obsolete? Like, let's think of it that way. Of course, they want to introduce new items, new metas, and things like that, but do they really want to get rid of the Twisted Bow? My guess is no, and also my guess is that the community probably doesn't want that as well. So I can't imagine the updates will be too severe on the Twisted Bow at the end when it finally gets put into the game. So I honestly think a lot of people are looking at the Twisted Bow right now. They're looking at it like it's pretty cheap, and I do imagine people will buy back in at some point. That being said, you are holding a Twisted Bow. It could rotate down more, and you do have a lot of money locked up in that Twisted Bow. So it would not be the end of the world if you did decide to sell that. It does stink. You're taking a little bit of a loss, but it depends how good of a flipper you are, Kluska. I do believe you'll be able to make that up within 2 or 3 days if you are flipping with a cash stack like that. So it does definitely depend on your cash stack size as well. Light Up the L brings up a great point. Now, we're actually going to cut the next buy offer on the Ancestral Robe sets, I think. We're still trying to sell this one that we do have. I'm hoping we can sell that, but we did flip one Scythe of Atur for a pretty small margin, 490k. We haven't really been making a lot of profit today at all, but of course, we're still on the profit hunt, guys. Let's not worry too much about it. We still should be able to make some profit here in the no time. Big thanks, man. Yeah, do your best, man. Would you go to a party as Ben Shapiro if you were given a chance? Dude, I don't look like Ben Shapiro. Like, our hair is not even close. Like, he has, like, jet black hair. I do not have jet black hair. I have, like, it's, like, not that dark at all, man. It's actually pretty, it's not light brown, but it is not, it's, like, barely dark brown, okay? I take offense, man. I take offense. But, no, I would not go dressed as him. I would not go dressed as him. Regardless, it totally threw off my commentary. Let's actually try and get the Elysian. I do see the Elysian uptrending here, and I would like to try to hop on that. Could we get in at a bad time? Absolutely, but at the same time, let's try it, man. It's funny because I'm looking at the Elysian right now, right? And staring at the price here. This is pretty aggressive. I don't know if this is a good idea, but let's do it. And whoever is flipping the Elysian Spirit Shields right now is using the same, like, flipping signature as the person who's flipping the Twisted Bow. So not only is someone flipping the Elysian, they're also flipping the Twisted Bow as well. So I can definitely see some competition out there today on the battlefield, which is always good, man. I always like to flip against competition because it makes it a lot more exciting and it really puts your skills to the test. Of course, it's more annoying, but when you're trying to improve your flipping skills and get better at it, what's wrong with a little bit of competition? This is the Grand Exchange at the end of the day, an open market. If you can afford if you've got the stack to play in it, you can afford to do it, then anyone can participate, and only the skilled survive in this environment, which is fun. So anyway, Light Up the L says, it is insane how useful items have dropped hard, and yet the BS cosmetics have gone up. Cloak went from like 600 mil to 2 billion. Yeah, I don't really know why that's the case, really, to be honest. My guess is people are trying to conserve their stacks, right? It's kind of like when you buy other items to try to conserve your cash stack, right? Like, market's downtrending, you got Twisted Bow, it's crashing, and you're losing money. People are trying to seek haven in these, like, unique items to try and get a profit on it. Get That Pet says, why are the prices hidden though? I have to hide the prices here on the streams because if I didn't, people would use my prices, overcut me, undercut me, and it would be a bad time. It would be very difficult for me to make a profit at the end of the day. We used to do these like uncensored streams where we would not, well, that sounds a little bit scandalous, but we used to not cover the prices at all, and it used to be okay because we, the channel was small, people weren't really flipping along, but these days, unfortunately, we do have to cover the margins. Alhorith popping in. He says, yo, what's up? Good to see you, Alhorith, man. Thank you for tuning in today. I cannot get in on this dang Twisted Bow for the life of me, man. Every time I move my price, it like moves in the opposite direction and I cannot fill it up. Part of the hot tub meta? No, I was not. But I mean, I've got a beautiful physique, so it would have been my time to shine, we'll put it that way. Anyway, guys, hopefully you are enjoying the stream today. Do leave a like if you are. It really does help me out a lot. Also, if you want to see more flipping in action, be sure to join us on Discord. We have a Discord group dedicated to flipping and money making in old school RuneScape, and we'd love to have you in there. Alhorith, man, good to see you. He says, I heard declaws are hot right now. Very old channel meme. I don't know if anyone on the channel knows about that meme now, but anyway, let's go ahead and sell this Twisted Bow back. I mean, do I think this will sell? Honestly, I've got no idea, to be quite honest. I really hope it does, because we'll be looking at about a 1.2 mil profit, but I'm not super confident it will. We haven't had the sell price on the Twisted Bow update for a couple of minutes now, which is giving me some concerns about the validity behind flipping this. Kubalay says, hey, great stream as always. Kubalay, man, thank you for tuning in today. Welcome to the stream. Dude, we're trying to make profit today. It's been going really, really tough today. Only 520k 20 minutes in. Really bad profit, but we're going to try to do as best we can. Saints fan says, bring back the stash. Dude, I can't grow. I literally cannot grow a mustache, okay? So when I start to grow it, it just looks concerning. It doesn't look good. Anyway. Looks like I don't know how to shave if I don't grow that out. But anyway, we still are waiting for the Elysian Spirit Shield. We still are waiting for the Twisted Bow to sell here. And it's not looking amazing, guys. It's not. I will be quite honest. And we're actually going to cut the margin a little bit on the Twisted Bow to try and play the active margin here, try to make a little bit of money off of it. Again, we're making a smaller margin on that, but we need to get some of the profit rolling in, so I am very happy taking a smaller profit today, considering that we haven't been able to get anything going. I mean, dude, I'm never flipping the Imbued Hearts again. I'm literally never doing it again. Every time I try to flip these, just nothing happens. Like, we have the hardest time buying them. Like, literally, we only bought one. And then I go to sell them, and we can only sell one. Like, what's the deal, man? Anyway. Kubalay says, do you think the scythe is going to rotate back to, like, 540 mil? I do believe so, personally, because the hard Nightmare boss hasn't come out yet, right? Like, the solo Nightmare boss version. And I'm pretty sure scythe is best in slot melee at Nightmare, but I could be wrong. I think he's weak to crush, but at the same time, I think the scythe is still best because you get the triple hit. Anyway, I think it will rotate back up. But here's the thing, is like, you could say, is the scythe going to rotate back up? Is the Twisted Bow going to rotate back up? Is the Elysian going to rotate back up? Yes, of course they are, eventually. Who knows how long it's going to take? Eventually, it could get there. But, we'll see what happens, and it could take a very long time. For the 20 people watching, be sure to drop a like. It really does help this poor man grow his channel. a little bit of BM, a little bit of banter in the chat today. Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. I got 150 mil last night. I had to break my whip because it ain't ready. I was thinking about doing some staking, just splashing till I'm ready to come back and reloan. Dude, no staking. Light up the L, man. No staking, man. That is a mistake. Did you get it? Did you get it? All right, good. Went from 840 to 880 now, I think. The Ellie, yeah, the Ellie is rotating back up. It still is used for the Inferno, so that is something to keep in mind. There is a little bit of price ambiguity behind the Elysian right now, and I think the main reason for that is with this new Crystal Bow set, people are a little bit concerned where the Elysian might sit on that meta, and they're not entirely sure if they're going to be able to really use the Elysian like they previously were able to within the Inferno, within other in-game activities, although it is primarily used within the Inferno, right? So, anyway. Hunter says, corny. I am the king of corn, man. Is Ellie or Tebow better to have at Inferno? I honestly don't know. I think you need both, right? I think you need both. Probably Tebow if I was to think, though. Don't ask me. Okay, here's something that's... you should never ask me, okay? Never ask me any meta-related questions because I don't really play the game that much. Sometimes I'll read updates, so I'll kind of know what's on the horizon, but I am not good with meta. So do keep that in mind. I only really flip these days. I don't really actually play the game, so take my meta advice very, very lightly. We'll put it that way. If only GP grew on oak trees. I wish, man. Let me see here. Still waiting on that twisted bow. I mean, it's just such a pain, man. Everything is god-awful for me today. We were playing some things incorrectly, but now, like, the Scythe of Eter literally has a 100k margin I'm looking at. The Elysian, we've just missed out on it so far. We are trying to get in on one, but it's taking a little bit longer than I would have liked. The Elysian is not an item you should rush to get into. I have learned that from experience, but we do want to keep an aggressive offer, right? Because we are trying to flip these, and it is going up really, really quickly. Keith Rowley says, I remember your Vorkath streams. It's been a while since we've done one. Hunter Elmore says, what is your total level? 1,747. So, like, I have stats. It's not like I don't have stats. Like, I have a decent amount of quests done, decent amount of stats. I just don't really play the game anymore. I think I basically stopped playing in 2018. We've done a couple of Vorkath streams here and there to make some additional GP when we are a little bit tired of flipping. But besides that, I've primarily just done flipping. And today, we're not flipping successfully, I'll tell you that. 25 minutes into the stream today, 520k. Embarrassing performance today. I can't get literally anything going. Like, literally everything I'm touching is just not working today, which is a little bit sad, right? Every time you're flipping, you want things to go your way, but this is the reality of flipping, guys. You know, you're not always going to succeed, and sometimes you got to take a little bit longer to actually get your profits going. So that is fine. We're going to try and sell this Elysian for a little bit higher than the current margin because the margin has been rotating up on that. Although I will say I'm a little bit afraid about trying to get this Elysian off. We just got one, though. The JCP World says maybe flip Dragon Claws or Arcane Spirit Shields. We definitely could. We just don't have that much money on hand to actually work with, right? Look how many sell offers we have in. Everything we have right now is selling. We do have a little bit of money on hand, 205 mil. And I was thinking maybe we do some Grazis, actually, because we'll be able to flip a few of these here. Let's do... Maybe we'll do 2 of those. Gyroscope says, did you grab any T-bows when they crashed the other day? I did not, unfortunately. And finally, we got a Twisted Bow off. But unfortunately, I actually did not grab any because I was actually unaware the crash was actually occurring. Which is not great. You know, I should be more observant of the markets. But like I was saying, guys, I haven't really been flipping a lot recently outside of the live streams, which is obviously not a good practice for me, right? I want to flip more on off stream, right? And get my skills up off stream. The problem really is like I try to make content and I can't make content on, you know, here, like, there's a lot of issues why I you know, don't really flip off stream much. When I'm off stream, I'm trying to make videos. Like, I recorded the 50 mil flipping guide yesterday, and I don't love it, so I'm actually going to delete it, and we're going to do another one. And I'll probably do that tomorrow, because I do want to get that out for you guys. I know there has been a lot of interest in that 50 mil flipping guide. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to really execute on that properly. The Worst says, if I was going to stop playing for a long time, what is the best thing to do with my cash stack? Wow, that's a great question. The Worst, it really depends on how much GP you have. If you let me know how much GP you have, I can definitely give you some recommendations on what I would be looking for to actually invest your GP over the long term. If you've got a lot of money, then there is definitely some better opportunity. If you don't have as much money, no worries, still opportunity there as well. 200 mil? That's an interesting amount. What would I do? What would I do? You know, I honestly think that if I was to quit the game and I had 200 mil to work with for a while, trying to make some money off of it, I would probably buy... I don't really know. I mean, Dragon Warhammers is a pretty good bet because a lot of Dragon Warhammers are used on most updates these days. So you could invest your money into some Dragon Warhammers and hope in the future that an update comes out where Dragon Warhammers are used. You could also try to go for some value plays, right? Bandos Tassets, potentially. They look very, very cheap right now. Bandos Chestplates as well, which over time, obviously, these are going to be in demand at some point when the player base kicks up a bit more. So those would be two items I'd look at for my, for my specific needs. That's just my personal recommendation. There's probably better ways to do it as well, but that's what I'd recommend. 600k margin on rapiers. I know I'm trying to get one, man, but I cannot get into it, man. Oh, that's because we're actually misaligned now. Watch, this margin is going to shrink in 2 seconds, so we got to be very aggressive on it. Man, this imbued heart, dude. I'm telling you, no luck in the chat for that, man. And we do have this Elysian still. We want to keep our eye on that. Okay. I'm trying to get this Twisted Bow off for like a decent price so I can make money on it. But we might not be able to do that. Thanks, man. The worst, no problem, dude. No problem. Flipping Bandos is the best. It's not my favorite. It's a little bit on the lower side for me. But anyway, guys, I do have to talk about quite a sad announcement here on the channel for you guys. I'm quitting YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not quitting. Did I get you there, though? Did I get you? I do have a real announcement, though. I will not be streaming for... After this week, I will not be streaming for about a month and a half. I'm going on a small vacation before, the world reopens. So there won't be any streams for basically the entire month of July and a couple weeks in June here. So I do apologize. There's nothing I can do. I will still be making video content. I'm going to buy a laptop so I can make videos while I'm on vacation for you guys. So don't even worry about it. And look, I've wanted the laptop for a while, okay? So I've saved up for it. I've wanted to do that. So I will be bringing my laptop with me. I won't be able to stream, but I will be making videos. So the streams will be on pause for, a month and a half, and then we'll get back into it, guys. Don't worry. But I do want to take some personal time off streaming specifically. Trust me, I love streaming. Like, do not get me wrong. I love streaming. And let's have a banger this Friday, okay? We're going to go, maybe, it depends on if my plans fall through or not, because I do have some Friday plans. But if they fall through, we're going to do like a, 3-hour flipping stream. We're going to drink some beers, and it's going to be a great time. So try to be there for the Friday stream. It's going to be a freaking blast, and we'll send it off right before the little small break. I know it's very sad, guys, but I'm really hoping during that time I will be focused on video content as well, and I'll be able to get more guides out. We'll be able to grow the channel a little bit here, and we'll be able to get over 5K subscribers. By the way, if you are watching right now and you are not subscribed over on YouTube, please drop me a subscription. We are coming up on 5K subscribers, and man, I am excited about that. We're super close. I think we're like almost 200 away, which is insane, guys. Like, you have no idea how long I've been working to get to 5K, and after that, we're going for the big leagues. We're going for that 10K. I mean, 10K has been my goal ever since I started YouTube, so we're going to try to get there as best we can. But unfortunately, right now, I'm not looking very good at flipping at all. I'm actually doing so bad right now. Things are, like, not really shaping up to how I would have liked. And the Twisted Bow's rotating down, so we're looking at a very bad situation on that. The Scythe of Atur looks good, but we can't get the Elysian off, so we can't actually flip the Scythe of Atur until we move that Elysian. If we can sell the Elysian, though, it's going to help from a profit standpoint. But 2.5 mil an hour right now, 32 minutes into the stream, guys. I'm a little bit nervous. I mean, not every day of flipping can go well, but today is really not going well. I mean, everything I'm trying to get in on, not working. Everything I have, just not selling at all. It kind of sucks, I'll be honest. It's just because, like, sometimes we smack profit, and then other times we're just not making much profit at all. It's still 207K on the Armadillo chain skirt, minus 107K? What? I don't know why that's formatted weird. But anyway. But yeah, today has been really tough. And where is that? Anyway. Anyway, no poolside flipping stream. Unfortunately not. I will do my best to bring out some videos though. We'll do the flipping with Scapenomics, and then I'll try to have some other guides coming out as well. On top of that, I'm really hoping that like the vacation mindset like gets me to make videos. I won't have any streams, so it should motivate me. Because I will be honest, guys, it is kind of hard for me to make content when I am doing these live streams. Reason being is like, I am a very self-sufficient man. I gotta cook food after my streams and stuff. I work a full-time job, so there is very little like relax time during my weekends. I usually get it, which is why I stopped streaming on weekends. But I also have to make videos during the weekends as well, right? So anyway, I'm just a small creator complaining about my life here on YouTube, but I always enjoy making videos. Still waiting to get that Elysian off here. I'm feeling good about it. I think we'll be able to get it off. Oh no, my 11 p.m. to midnight hour will be so sad. I'm so sorry, Keith, man. I'm so sorry. Jesse Fiken says, today was a good day for me. 22 mil today. Ooh! From 8 mil to 140 mil. Amazing, dude. Yeah, I'm not crushing it today at all. I'm doing god awful, but we are going to try to get the vibes back up, guys. Give me a 1 in the chat for some good luck here on the exchange, because we have not had good luck this first half. Let's hope the second half here things flip around for us. Give me a 1, and let's get into it. We got to check in on this ancestral robe set. Now, I did say that we might be able to flip this and we might not, and currently right now it's kind of looking like a very odd situation. I think we'll still be able to profit off this. Yeah, look at that, guys. Like I said, we instant bought that ancestral robe set, and it is our best flip today, instant selling it as well. 1.8 mil, we got really lucky there, so there was some luck. You guys pressed the 1, and there was some luck, okay? So, you know what? We can't complain about everything, right? And I am seeing that the Ranger boots, they went on a little bit of a price run here, and now they're starting to come back down in price. My guess is we're going to see some Ranger boots get dumped, and I'm going to position myself to pick up some of those Ranger boots at a cheaper price. Now, we're going to go for maybe 6 of them, because I don't want to use my entire stack on that. And then we're going to pray to Sarah Doman that the Twisted Bow ends up selling for a profit here. I just don't know what's like... The margin on the Twisted Bow, something's funky. Like, someone's doing something to this thing that's causing it to look very funky. I mean, I don't know how to feel about it. I don't want to get in on it anymore, though. I want to try something like the Scythe. It's just, it's not the day for the Twisted Bow, it looks like. Pegs, Bandos, Rapier, Kodai are good today. I mean, I've tried to get in on the Rapier, but we could definitely try the Bandos as well. The Bandos is something I haven't touched today, so I'll check a good margin on that, see if we can make some money on it. Let me try the Bandos God Swords, though. Now, I know this is a more competitive item, but there is a decent margin on the Bandos God Sword right now, and it would be a shame not to flip them. Still have a 138 million GP today. Let's go ahead and keep it up, guys. I want to invest this 138 mil into the Dragon Warhammers potentially. I'm not loving that the Dragon Warhammers have not had an updated sell price in quite some time, so maybe we will avoid that for now. And the Tassis actually look good. I actually think the Tassis will work out. Let me see where those are going. And we'll go in for 8 Tassis as well. We'll do 7, 6. All right, 6 will work. 6 will work. Kodai has had a 500k margin the entire day. We're going to try to get that in as well. What kind of laptop are you looking to buy? Honestly, I haven't looked yet at all. And Sebastian giving me a 6, you little rascal, dude. I haven't looked yet, but I am going to get one. I promise, like, I need to make content while I'm away, and I have considered getting one. And this is not only for this vacation. I've been considering getting a laptop for a long time, and I've actually been putting money on the side for like 6 months to get one because I want to be able to make content on the go, so there's never any down periods for my channel. I really want to continue growing here on YouTube with flipping guides and things like that, and I understand that my content production for videos has not been amazing recently. I've missed a few, weekdays and stuff like that, but I am trying to get back on track. So we're going to get that 50 mil flipping guide out to you guys. We're going to get that overnight guide out to you guys, and another episode of Flipping with Scapenomics. And for you guys that in the chat that watched that Flipping with Scapenomics episode, did you like it? Was it too boring? Give me some feedback on that, because it didn't get a ton of views. So I'm surprised. I thought people would be more into it, but I just want to make sure everything is good on that regard. That's basically a series that shows the day in the life of me building my bank. And I mean, I thought that video was pretty good. We had a 20 mil flip in that video off the harmonized orbs. So I was surprised that it wasn't better received. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. Anyway, if you haven't liked the live stream yet today, guys, please be sure to drop a like. It really does help me out a lot. Also, we're going for 20 likes today, so it would really help me out if we could get to that 20 like point. Currently at 13 likes, try to bump that up to 20. And a lot of good items coming in here today. We're going to have to be a little more diligent with the Bandos Godswords and stuff like that, because it's not as easy of a flip, right? These are a little bit more competitive than our traditional items like the Elysian or the Twisted Bow, so we do need to move the margins around a little bit to actually sell them off. Now, I wanted to get the Tacits off here. It was a brilliant vid teaching the proper way to flip. Thank you, Kluska, man. Thank you, thank you. Have you ever considered doing a flipping from 1GP series? KGP, no, because I don't think flipping from 1GP is very realistic. And the start of that would be really slow. I did do the 10 to 100 mil flipping series, but I never finished it. And that one was actually very well received. So maybe I've got to do something like that. Maybe I've got to make the, Flipping with Scapenomics titled something else, like flipping to 10 bill or something like that. Maybe that's a little more exciting. And, the investment, by the way, that I have is doing very, very well right now. I think I'm up like 150 mil as we speak, and I expect the profit to go up substantially from this point. And I know you guys have wanted to see what it is, but it's just not time for me to reveal what it is yet. And I think it's going to be lucrative, guys. I am looking forward to it. And no real luck on those Tacits or the Bandos Godswords, by the way. We are still buying the Tacits. They're buying up pretty quickly, so I think the price might be rotating down on the Tacits here a little bit, but I'm going to hold steady because we are holding a fair bit of the supply here. I just think, 1GP to, whatever goal amount is like a good series idea, but it's too slow in the beginning. I don't like how slow it is in the beginning, and I prefer not to, have a really slow start to my flipping. Also, flipping from 1GP now is very difficult since real-time prices are available. It's not as easy as it used to be, and wow, these Bandos Tacits are really ripping today. Very surprised by that. Maybe we'll try the Kodai wands as well if people have had luck with the Kodais here. Oops, let's adjust the price here. And we'll go in for maybe 2 of these to start, and we'll let that do its thing. We do have a little bit more money on hand now that the Bandos Tacits are selling, so we might switch that around a little bit. Flipping Old School is getting up there in GP. Oh yeah, I'm sure he's like mad rich, dude. How much money does Flipping Old School have? I'm curious. We have T-Freeze saying, my man. Good to see you, T-Freeze. Thank you for tuning in today. My guess is Flipping Old School probably doesn't do as much flipping as he used to, but I don't know. Is he setting overnights every night and stuff like that? My guess would be probably not, because like he is a full-time YouTuber now, so most of his effort, I'm sure, goes into YouTube, and I'm sure he does on his series and stuff like that, but outside of that, though. He's at 350 mil on his 1GP to max set. Wow, that's amazing, dude. It's only going to accelerate from there, right? The more money you get, the faster the profit's going to be. I don't know. Sometimes you get weird margins. I sold some ham hoods for 5 to 16K a few nights ago. Oh yeah, margins can definitely be funky like that. I'm not saying you'll never be able to fill a 1GP offer or be able to make good returns. It just takes, it's a lot more difficult with the real-time prices. Not impossible, it's just a little bit harder. Before real-time prices, you could find really obscure situations that completely went unnoticed, but nowadays, if you find a really obscure situation and you flip it, it goes right to the top and everyone can see it, which is fine. It's just a little bit different. A little bit confused about this Elijah Spirit Shield. I think it might start coming back down on us. I'm a little bit concerned about it, but I'm going to hope not. Rage Virus says, did I miss the announcement? I had to eat a burger quickly. Rage, yes, I will not be streaming for the month of July. Like after this Friday, I will not have any streams until maybe the end of July. So unfortunately, like the summer is going to be a little bit iffy with streams, I will be honest, but I will be getting a laptop, so I will be able to make videos while I am away. So don't worry, we will have video content. We just will not have stream content. But as soon as I get back, guys, we're jumping right back on the streams. I mean, this is, I think today is the 260th live stream I've done of flipping at the exchange, guys. I've literally done 260 of these live streams. Like, can I get a like for that? Like, literally, I have done this 260 times. I mean, when we get 365, literally, like, you could watch a flipping video of mine every single day. Like, I mean, give it up for that, man. That's how long we've been doing this crap. Flipping buys up stuff, then releases a video, making his investments go sky high. Con artist. I mean, yeah, you could see that, definitely. But, I mean, it is what it is, you know? He's a powerful man. He has a lot of influence over the markets, and he's very smart as well. So, it's kind of like, think about it like this. Like, if you're someone who makes content like that, like you're giving your input on the economy, and if people decide to follow that idea, it's kind of up to them, right? Obviously RuneScape markets are unregulated, so it's just virtual gold, so it's nothing really that crazy. No ban, please. Honest says, honestly, this is the second time I'm watching your stream, and I just recently discovered your channel. Oh, welcome, man. Good to see you. He says, but I love how you flip in an actual suit looking like a business king. Yeah, we like to get real serious with it here on the Scapenomics flipping streams. We do like it. I mean, you gotta look nice when you're rolling up to the Grand Exchange, right? You can't be looking like a slob. We really need to get in on those professional profits. Although today has definitely been a rough run for us on the exchange, guys. Not having a great time with the profits today. Only 3.7 mil within the past 45 minutes. It's just a little bit tough of a run now. You're not going to have a great day every time you're flipping on the exchange. And today could actually end up being a negative day if we're not able to get this Elijah Spirit Shield off. But I don't want to have paper hands and sell it too soon. I do think the Elijah will continue to uptrend, and we will be able to sell it off. And I'm not too concerned it's going to crash on us. I'm a little bit more concerned with the Twisted Bow than anything. And we're actually going to lower this to about a 100k loss on the Twisted Bow, just to make sure we actually are able to sell this off, because honestly, I'm having a lot of trouble with it. 18 likes over on YouTube. One or two more likes before we get to 20 likes. It would be amazing. That is the goal today. And let's get this Tacit back in as well, guys. I mean, wow, those Tacits cracked on us real quick. Also, the Band of Scott Swords not really holding up as well, which is too bad. We're still going to make profit on those Band of Scott Swords, I'm pretty sure, but anyway. Boom, 20 likes. Thank you for the likes, guys. Do appreciate that. We've hit the goal for today. Very happy with that. But of course, anything over 20 is cream of... Wait, what do you call it? Like, cream of the crop? Sometimes I get mixed up with the old lingo, you know? But anyway, we are getting some money back here. The Elijah just hurting my soul today. Not because I'm nervous we're gonna you know, not sell it for a profit, but I'm nervous because I want to get this money into my stack, man. That's why I'm nervous. Let's cut the margin on it a little bit further in hopes of actually getting it off for a good profit, or for a profit in general. I think that's the best way to say it. Steel Pegasus says, thank you for the guidescape. I know it may not seem like much, but I went from 10 to 21 mil in a week. Steel Pegasus, man, that's insane, dude. Congratulations. And here's Rage with the bits. He says, 500 bits coming in with the goal achieved. Rage Virus, thank you, man. I do appreciate that, dude. Rage is too generous with the bits, man. Stop it. Like, stop. No, really, Rage, thank you, man. You've been a huge supporter of the channel. Like, lending gifts, giving bits. Like, dude, I mean, what more could a man ask for something that is completely a hobby? Thank you, Rage. Everyone give Rage a big thanks in the chat. Recrite says, how are the flips this evening? Been pretty bad, honestly, Recrite. Like, every flip I've gotten on, I've been on the wrong side of basically the whole day. Couldn't get the Twisted Bows going. Got the Elysian, trying to sell it. Now I'm seeing the price update on the Elysian aggressively downwards, but we did sell it off. There we go, boys. There we go. Thank goodness we got that off. I'm actually going to go back in again because the price did just come down on them a fair bit, and I feel like we might be able to squeeze a flip on this really quick if we can get in and out as fast as possible. But let's see, man. Let's see. Now, we didn't make a ton on that Elysian. We did make a mil, which is fine. I try to get like 1.5 mil on my Elysians. And typically, with a little patience, you can actually succeed on that. But on stream, we got to make sure we're still securing profits here. And, of course, the Twisted Bow just coming down so fast on us right now. So this is actually going to end up being like an 800k loss when we get this Twisted Bow off, which really sucks. But what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? We got to get out of this Twisted Bow before it keeps coming down in price. I was not very happy about that Twisted Bow. It was looking really funky. And unfortunately, we're going to pay the price for that one, guys, from being a little bit greedy. So it is a shame. It is a shame. But keep in mind, we have smacked the Twisted Bow around a fair bit here on these streams and made some good money from it. So eventually, you've got to take your losses. You've got to pay the Grand Exchange Tax, as we love to say here on the channel, the Grand Exchange Tax. Of course, you've got to give a little bit of money back sometimes to someone else, right? So that's fine. It's fine. I'll get over it. Don't worry. It is what it is. Anyway, 21 viewers on YouTube and 21 likes. That is very satisfying. We still have 201 mil, 10 minutes left in the stream as well. Let's go ahead and try to do some Dragon Warhammers. They are looking a little bit more stable now, and I would be happy on going in on those. Let's see. Let's not rush it, though. Let's not rush it. We'll do 5 of those. Man, this Twisted Bow is going to make me depressed, dude. I just know it's going to keep going down in price, and we're just going to be holding it until after the stream. But, I mean, I hope not. But anyway. KGP says, is flipping PVM gear not scary right now with the market crashing? Here's the thing, is even though the market is crashing, when the market crashes or there's a lot of trades going on and there's a lot of price uncertainty, that is actually the best time to flip, because that means prices are going to be extremely volatile and you're going to see the biggest margins. So yes, it is scary because you can buy an item and it just come aggressively down on you price-wise, like the Twisted Bow is right now. I mean, it's dropping by the minute, like it literally insanely fast right now. Like I don't even think we're gonna be able to get this thing off, like which is crazy. But we'll see what happens here. God, terrible. But anyway, regardless here, while I'm panicking internally, let's not freak out and panic sell, right? These things can bounce back. We do want to try at the very least to get it off for a mil loss. I'd be okay with that. It wouldn't be ideal, but actually I'm maybe not okay with that. Let's do it for like 600k loss. I think we should be able to get it off for that, which is actually a lot less bad, so that's good. But yeah, I mean, it can definitely get scary, right? You're holding on to a big item and things start crashing. It's like, what do I do? Do I hold it and try to sell it for less? Or, you know, like, do I try to make a gain on it? It's very scary and it's very tough. You have to really consider, like, what is what is your like risk tolerance basically? Like how much are you willing to ride? Typically, if like something drops 1 to 2 mil while I'm flipping it, if I think it's going to keep going down, I will sell out of it, just because like a 1 to 2 mil loss is not that bad for me. It's very easily recoverable. But if something, I have like an Elysian and it drops like 20 mil, like who remembers the live stream where we had the Elysian that dropped like 20 mil on us and we held through the entire stream and we actually ended up selling it for a profit at the end? Now that was a freaking insane stream, but yeah, it really depends. A lot of the times, if something aggressively starts dumping, it will usually recover very aggressively as well. Not always to the original price, but it will have a big drop and a big spike again because people buy in, they see that opportunity. Now, I'm actually, speaking of opportunity, we're going to rotate out of the Elysian here and go into the Scythe of Vitur. I'm seeing a really good margin on that right now that I would like to actually take advantage of and try to flip a few of them. So we're actually going to go in for 1 Scythe here. I thought we might be able to do 2, but unfortunately we can only do 1. And hopefully this will help make up some profits for the Twisted Bow here. Gyroscope says, did you end up taking loss on your volatile orbs? Oh, I forgot because I haven't filmed the next Flipping with Scapenomics. No, we actually made money on the volatile orbs in the end. I think we made like 15 mil by just holding out and selling those. So we actually did make money because like literally right after the stream where I talked about it, like within 24 hours, they rotated back up to 220 mil. We got out with a profit. Easy game, boys. Easy freaking game. So we actually ended up making profit from actually doing my preferred strategy, the averaging in strategy, where if something crashes, you buy in again to make your buy-in average a lot lower. And we actually did, and we ended up making money from it. So it worked out in the end. Very happy with that. But I was ready to throw potentially even more money at it if the volatiles were to go down even further. My next price target was like 160 mil. If they went down there, I would buy a few more to try to average in and take a less of a loss or even potentially a profit. But I was watching that, and we actually did work out in the end, so I was super happy on that. I made 28 mil since yesterday. I bought Hecka Sangs at 56 mil. Very nice, Jordan. One thing I haven't really been doing is those like overnight longer term investments. We did get that Twisted Bow off as well, and we actually ended up taking basically knocking our Twisted Bow profits today. 45k total on the Twisted Bows today. The Twisted Bow literally doing me dirty today. I don't know what the heck the deal is with that Twisted Bow, but I'm not touching that thing again. I'm pissed. I don't want to look at it. Get off my screen. I don't want to see you. It's just a shame, dude. Honestly, just a shame. Sometimes it's just gonna get the best of you, I guess. I don't even know what I want to flip right now. I don't even really feel like doing the Elysian. Let me see here. I mean, the harmonized orb right now, that's looking pretty good. 853 mil? I can't decide. Maybe something I'll look into after the stream here. Definitely looks appetizing in my opinion. Anyway. We're going to cut back on the Kodais as well, guys. And we do have the Dragon Warhammers still coming in, so that's good. They dropped like 4 mil in a few hours. It was crazy. Yeah, anytime you see a really aggressive sell-offs like that, there is opportunity most of the time to actually buy in and make some profit. And that's kind of what it's looking like right now on the harmonized orb. I'm not sure if it's really good at this price level here. Try to play the downtrend a little bit further on that. Sebastian Farlow says, I'm going to go catch up on some sleep, but lots of love will be here Friday. Amazing, dude. I think I missed your comment. You probably already left, Sebastian, but thank you. Do appreciate that, man. Let's turn around and try to sell these Dragon Warhammers, guys. We've just been sitting on them for a while. Might as well get them off. And they actually look pretty good today. I think we're going to be able to get a nice little profit on these. Would be nice if I could get the Scythe as well. Actually, the margin's coming down on that, so we're just going to cancel out of it, to be quite honest. And I kind of am hoping we can sell these Dragon Warhammers. I'm actually going to sell them for a little bit less to try to get them off before the end of the stream here. No luck on that yet, though. Rage says, is Friday's stream going to be the normal hour session? It depends. I do have some plans on Friday, but they might fall through. So if they don't fall through, then I will only do the hour. But if they do fall through, we're going to do a longer stream because it'll be the last stream in a while. So somewhere between 2 and 3 hours we'll go. And we'll just see how much money we can make. And I'm hoping we get a little bit more luck than we did today on that potentially longer session, right? So we'll have to see. Anyway, I think we're just going to wrap it up here, guys. We are waiting for the Dragon Warhammers to sell, but while we do, let's kind of recap our profits for today. Oh, there you go. Simple as that. Simple as that. Anyway, 4.2 mil in profit today. A little bit less than I was hoping, but tough market today, and we did take a loss on our Twisted Bow, which kind of stunk, basically killing our Twisted Bow profits to 45k. Anyway, we did get lucky on the Ancestral Robe set, flipping one for 1.8 mil, very nice. The Elysians for 1 mil in profit, and the Scythe for 490k. Those were the main flips. A little bit of luck on the Bandos Tassets as well, 445k, and the Armadillo Chain Skirts, Skirt for 207k, Dragon Warhammer for 150k, and the Twisted Bow for 45k, only losing out on the Imbued Hearts today with a 107k loss. Anyway, guys, not as much profit as I was hoping, but not every day on the exchange can be a beautiful one. So at least we made some profit today. Happy with that. By the way, guys, if you are enjoying the live stream, please drop a like. It really does help me out a lot. Join us on Discord if you're new and you want to get more incorporated with the flipping community and learn more about it. Besides that, let's look forward to a Friday stream. I think it's going to be a blast. And I will see you guys all on Friday for the last stream for about a month. So anyway, make sure you make that one on Friday, and I'll see you all in the next one.